In the small community nestled in the heart of Nigeria, there lived a young couple, Jane and Jeff. They had been married for many years, but despite their love for each other, they had not been blessed with a child. Jane's family, especially her mother-in-law, Grandma Jenny, had been putting pressure on her to produce a male heir. A male child or nothing, Grandma Jenny would say. What is the point of having a daughter? Jane was devastated by these words. She felt like she was failing as a wife and a woman. Jeff, however, was more understanding. He reassured Jane that he loved her regardless of whether they had a child or not. One day, Jane discovered she was pregnant. The whole community was excited, but Grandma Jenny was overjoyed. Finally, we will have a male heir, she exclaimed. But when the baby was born, it was a girl. Jane's mother-in-law was disappointed, but Jeff was thrilled. We have a beautiful baby girl, he said. What more could we ask for? Jane was relieved that Jeff was happy, but she couldn't help feeling a little disappointed. She had been so pressured into having a male child that she felt like she had failed. As the days went by, Jane began to realize that her daughter was a blessing. She was a bright and curious child, always exploring and learning. Jane started to see that having a daughter was not a failure, but a gift. They named the baby girl Emilia, which means a strong and ambitious individual. As Emilia grew up, she brought joy and happiness to the entire community. But Grandma Jenny still refused to accept Emilia. She would not even hold the baby or give her a name. Jane was heartbroken, but Jeff stood by her side. One day, Jeff had had enough of his mother's behavior. "Mother, you are being unfair," he said. "Our daughter is a blessing, and we will not ignore her or make her feel unloved." Grandma Jenny was taken aback by Jeff's words. She had never seen him stand up to her like that before. Slowly, she began to realize that she had been wrong to reject her granddaughter. From that day on, Grandma Jenny started to accept Emilia. She even began to help Jane with childcare, teaching Emilia the traditional ways of the community. As Emilia grew older, she became more and more curious about the world around her. She would often ask questions and seek answers, much to the delight of her parents. Emilia's thirst for knowledge led her to become an excellent student. She excelled in school, particularly in science and mathematics. When Emilia turned 18, she was accepted into the University of Abuja, where she studied engineering. She was one of the few women in her class, but she did not let that intimidate her. Emilia's hard work and determination paid off. She graduated at the top of her class and landed a job at a prestigious engineering firm in Nigeria. But Emilia did not forget her humble beginnings. She returned to her village and helped to build a new school and a healthcare center. She also established a scholarship fund for young girls in the community, encouraging them to pursue their dreams. Years later, Emilia became a prominent woman in the Nigeria society. She was a leading engineer, a successful businesswoman, and a dedicated philanthropist. And Grandma Jenny, who had once rejected Emilia, was now her biggest supporter. She would often boast about her granddaughter's accomplishments, saying, "Emilia is a true blessing. I was wrong to doubt her." Jane and Jeff were proud of the woman Emilia had become. They knew that they had made the right decision in standing up to Grandma Jenny and supporting their daughter. Emilia's story spread throughout the land, inspiring countless young girls and women to pursue their dreams, regardless of the obstacles they faced.